Hello, and today I'm going to be answering a very controversial question, right? It's a question that I've seen on the internet time and time again, and that question is being gay a choice? Now, this might be the most controversial video I'll ever make. I have no fucking clue, alright? But I just want to quickly just lead off with the fact that this is not going to be an attack on gay people, and this will in any way, shape, or form. I just thought that this question has been like a burning question in my mind. And you know what? I decided to try to answer it today. And I've been thinking about it as well. Like, I just got home, and so like I had planned on making this, and then I was like, you know what? And like I started I kind of started outlining it like in my head of how to answer this. So yeah, one thing that I am not is a homophobe. I am a avid supporter of the LGBTQ community. I have no issues against them. I also have plenty of friends in my personal life that are, I'm cool with a couple gay people. I have a friend, like, I think like a friend of mine's like trans. And then I think and then a cousin of mine, he's trans as well. I'm not sure if he's trans or if he uses just he, him pronouns, but it's more like female presenting. I gotta ask him about it, but, you know who you are. I will say that, as a cisgender heterosexual male of African American descent, Ethiopian descent, should I really attempt to answer this question? And that will probably be no, right? Because, I mean, what the fuck do I know? But I think I want to answer this with my own personal experiences and what I've learned over the years, especially as I've become more open and accepting of, not that I was like a homophobe or anything. It's just like I've become more, how do I put this? Like a lot more supportive of gay people, right? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I was never like a homophobe or anything like that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I always supported gay people, gay marriage, all that good stuff, but I wasn't absolutely outspoken about it or as enthusiastic about it, I guess, to say the least. So without a further ado, let's answer the question of, is being gay a choice? Now, one thing about this question is that I don't like the question how it's framed, because whenever you see it, right, most likely online, like, you will probably realize almost immediately is that whoever is asking it's a loaded question, right? I don't like loaded questions, and especially trying to answer a loaded question, right? And the thing is, right, like, this is like one of those trying to like gotcha moment type of questions where it's like you try to make the other person look stupid, and it doesn't so there's not gonna, like, if you ask me for a clear cut very quickly yes or no, I'm just gonna quickly say no. But if I'm given the chance and the opportunity to give you a nuanced take, I'm going to say no, but no with a little yes, but a little bit of no with a little bit of yes. And you might be thinking, hold on, is this guy a homophobe? Should I click off right now? And I'll just say, just give me a minute, just let me explain why I added that little bit of yes. So when it comes to being gay, right, or any non straight sexuality, right, it's obviously going to be something that you feel innately, right? It's an innate feeling. That's all it is. It's an innate feeling that you kind of have. It's not taught. You're not like indoctrinated into it or anything like that. Like that's what a lot of people would want you to believe or lead you into believing, but that's just genuine total bullshit. Like, you're not like indoctrinated in, like, as some people on the internet will be saying. Like, no, like, it's either and you realize and you come to terms with like the question. It's like when you ask it to yourself, and like, am I gay, or am I lesbian, or am I trans, or am I this or that, or am I asexual, agendered, whatever, right? You'll know it's an innate feeling, right? You'll understand it. Like, you'll start asking yourself that question. You'll think about it for a while. Maybe you try to deny it. Maybe you don't. And then you'll come to a conclusion of realizing yes or no, right? And then how you decide to, and it's going to be a yes or no. And later down the line, it's going to be, do I accept who I am as a person? Do I accept the fact that I am or am not gay? Do I accept the fact that I am or am not straight, right? And if you're someone that happens to be where you end up realizing that the answer is yes, but you don't wish to accept it, you're going to try to deny it for many years and years upon years. Or you'll try to like sneakily try to play both sides, right? You'll try to be, what people say these days is DL, right? You'll try to be down low, or just try to deny it, try to make you'll over compensate for it, right? And people you'll see who overcompensate, right? If we look at men, they happen to be a lot more conservative or people that are more like commonly known as like anti-gay, right? Like that's a common thing. Like y'all know how like what was it called? Like the RNC convention that happened, was it last year or the year before? Like Grindr crashed, right? At Charlie Kirk's funeral. Grindr had issues because too many people were using it, right? And it's this, and so they'll be living like a lie their whole lives until they eventually just snap, and that usually tends to be quite violent whenever they end up at least at that road where like it kind of keeps the trauma and the mental toll finally wins, and it kind of just piles on until they snap at some point, right? And so that's where you'll see like I hate to say this, but like there's a good chunk of people who have committed such violent crimes, especially like mass shootings, for example, where they were denying themselves of who they were as a person, right? That's probably one of the most common reasons why people commit crime, like mass murder, like mass killings of sorts, is because they're denying themselves, and so they have to take it out on the world, and so they'll end up taking it out on something or someone. Hopefully, it's just like a TV or something, but God forbid, it's gonna be someone, and someone's gonna get hurt or someone might die, and that's just an unfortunate part because especially like if we look at it in the 70s, the 60s, where people would literally think it was a disease to be gay. Like think about it, it was classified as a mental illness. That's what homosexuality was once like classed as, get a disease, right? Like a mental illness. Like people thought you were mentally sick in the head for being gay. But now over time, as people have become more tolerant to it, and especially like, right, and especially like, and then during the AIDS crisis and the Reagan era, it got a lot worse. Where then it's like people, I think after the 70s they removed it. I think there's a specific thing in like mental health or something like that where it comes to like, I think it's like the it's like the LSD-5. I don't know the name of it, but it basically like, it's like a big ass book that covers like every mental condition and like in whether or not this thing pops up on it. And they removed it in the 70s, I think, or the 80s, but don't shoot the messenger, all right? And so it's like, and then during the AIDS epidemic, absolutely gay people, gay men and gay women were just slandered and just plastered over an epidemic that was not their fault. Now, yes, they were more prone to having it happen than straight individuals, but the thing is, it wasn't just their fault, right? Also, for the fact that faulty technology, the technology wasn't there, and then there was just mass hysteria over the whole situation, right? But, you know, besides that, you know, fun little history lesson, like when you feel it, like, right, like, but going back to like that innate feeling, it's like, okay, like for example, like innate feelings that I have, right? It's like, you know, like pineapple on pizza is wrong. I need to drink water. I need to put on lotion in the mornings. These are things that are just innate feelings. Like, am I tired? Like, these are also other innate emotions. Like, 49er fans are pussies. These are things that are like innate feelings. Like, you're not taught these things. You just know these things. You're not like taught to do the thing. Like, is a zebra taught how to run? Fuck no. They know how to fucking gallop and run. Like, you don't teach a zebra that, right? Like, were you taught how to bite, like chew food? No, you're not taught to chew food. Like, no one teaches you how to chew food. You just know that that's how you chew food. Like, you just did it. Like, you're not taught this thing. So, and now I want to finally get back to that point I made, like at the start of the video where I said that I said partially yes, that it is a choice. And you might be thinking, well, hold on. Now, just give me a minute. Just give me a sec, all right? The reason why I said it was very partially is more like what is, damn it, my phone. Anyways, it's once you now answer the first question of whether or not you are, it's now, and then once you internally figure that out, right? As I said, it's not a choice whether or not you are gay or you aren't. It's a feeling, like it's innate, right? You're not taught it. You just know it. You just feel it, right? You are it, to say the least. It is now making the choice of whether or not to accept yourself, right? As I previously said, all right? And so the reason why, and think about like how you decide to like express yourself, and it's more about like you now make the decision of how open you are with it, whether you want to come, when you come out the closet, when you decide how I guess gay you want to be, but that's probably not a good word to use, so forgive me, right? But you know, obviously, you kind of have to make that choice of like, how outwards are you going to be about it? Are you going to be low key? Are you going to be absolutely waving around gay flags, gay stickers on your car, all that good stuff, right? It's like, now you get that, you have that choice to be, if you now accept the fact of who you are, right? And so the choice when it comes to like this question of what I said, it's kind of more about how you accept it, and and the extent of how you accept or deny who you are as a person, right? And this doesn't just apply to gay people, right? Because people who deny themselves who they truly are just like, those people are mentally sick, right? It's more like, you can deny yourself for a time until you realize, oh, where the mental strain of denying yourself for so long just takes its toll, and it just wins. Because denying yourself, right, it's a time that, like, every time anybody that tries denying themselves for long periods of time you're gonna always lose. You can't just remove it from yourself. You know what I mean? And you might be thinking, oh, but what about like people who like were gay and then became straight, or straight who became gay? And it's like, look, I can't tell you, like, I don't know that person's experiences. I don't know what their thoughts are, right? But is it fair for me to say they were never truly gay? I don't know, because the thing is, I don't know that person, right? Well, for them, maybe it was the realization that maybe they weren't gay, or something in their life changed them to not be gay, or if they were trans, to detransition, right? They came to a moment of understanding and realizing, this is who I am. Maybe I wasn't 100% sure. Let me stop before I can, go any further, right? Or that's why, for example, like, I think like that type of question is like I think a primary reason why a lot of trans women and men may not elect to get bottom surgery, especially because it's like, maybe I need more time to think about, am I really sure I want to take this step? And one thing is about like bottom surgery is that it's very much like, I'm pretty sure, from what I know, it's irreversible. So it's like, you really have to be like 100% sure you really want to go all in on this, right? But just because you don't get bottom surgery doesn't invalidate like your gender. It just doesn't. Like, I don't care if you're a trans man and you have a vagina. I really do not care. Like, I'm gonna dap you up regardless. Like, nigga, let's go fucking shovel the snow, okay? Like, bitch, this shit ain't gonna shovel itself. All right? Like, nigga, I'm still gonna whoop your ass on Madden, bro. I'm gonna still whoop your ass on 2K. All right? If you're a trans woman with that, and you have a penis, like, I'm not gonna care. Like, honey, let's go watch Stranger Things. All right? Like, do you want to go to this fucking movie? Like, I'm high key trying to see it, bro. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm not about it. Like, bro, like the JJK movie drops like next month. Like, honey, let's just go and watch it, bro. Like, girl, if you don't come watch this JJK movie with me, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't care, right? Like, and you shouldn't care either, because one, you should worry about yours. And the only time you should ever care about what people like think or say is whether or not it hurts people, either hurts themselves or hurts others, right? Is being gay going to hurt yourself? No. Is it going to hurt anybody else? No. I mean, maybe your mom's feelings, but fuck them. If they're not going to accept you for who you are, then you probably shouldn't accept them for who they are. And who they are is a bigot. Even though they're your mom, you can either have the opportunity, you either are given two options. It's either put up with the bigotry, or you don't have to if you don't want to, right? They may love you, but if they're going to love, but is it really love if they're going to just keep on hating you for the rest of your life because they don't like the one thing that you are? I don't know. So that's my answer to the question, right? So for TLDR, no, it is not a choice, right? It is an innate feeling, though the choice in being whether or not you're gay or not is more about how you accept when you're out down the road and realizing that you happen to be a homosexual or transgender, etc., etc. It's more about whether or not you decide to accept who you are or who you aren't, right? Because that's all this question really is at the end of the day, is whether or not you accept who you are or who you aren't, right? So yeah, if you like this, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what your opinion is on this question, and maybe I might have missed something. All right, as I said, I'm not an expert on this shit. I just happen to be somewhat smart-ish and politically, I keep tabs on stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I'll see you guys in the next time. All right. Peace.